Okay, so we're going to learn the A section of Chega de Saudade, No More Blues. So first things first, we're going to learn the melody. Now, if you look at the melody, you'll see there's a pattern happening here. There's a lot of offbeat notes. So essentially what I was telling you is that the melody is always anticipating the next measure. So 1 and 2, da, da, D, bum, bum, B, bum, ba, B, da, da. So it happens on the and of 2 and the and of 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right? So 1 and 2, 2, 2, boom, boom. So that's the first 8 bars, right? So you should be able to play that in the 5th position and the 1st position. So if I played that in the 1st position, it would sound like this. Right? Once again, in 5th position. Now, in measure 9, 3rd system down, the melody is going to be similar, but you'll see this time we hit a B natural, right? Before it goes to the B minor 7, E7 to A minor. So now we're having what's called a 2-5-1 to the key of A minor. So measure 9, system 3 starts on F, B natural, D, C natural, E, right? So it's a right? So now the melody for the whole A section. Measure 9. Right? Now, the chords for this, now there would be kind of 2 strategies here. One would be trying to play like a chord melody type of thing, where you have the melody of the song on the top note of the chord, right? So obviously F is the first note. So we would play a D minor 7th here. Right? Now you see the second chord is D minor over C. So what does that mean? Well, it's a D minor chord, but then you're going to put C in the bass. Now, if you did that in 1st position, it would look like this. D minor. Right? Now, E7 over B. Now, let's look. What E7 chords do we know? We know that E7 chord, and we know that E7 chord. So if we put B in the bass, right, it would be like 7, skip the 5th, G sharp, D, and E. Now, that wouldn't be what I would play here. I would usually put a 2 chord in front of that 5 chord, because if you look at measure 5, we have an A chord, A7 chord of some kind, right? So I'm going to essentially kind of play a 2-5 to the key of A minor, but it's going to be a little bit of well, it's not going to, I'm not even going to explain that. I'm just going to show you. Look. So in measure 3, instead of the E7 over B, this isn't E7 over B, but it's a B minor 11. And this is one of the shapes that I showed you a few months back, where it's like a minor chord, like this, right? But that note's there. So it's like 7, which is B, A, which is the 7th fret, D, which is on the 3rd string, so 7, skip the 5, 7, 7, and then the 5th fret on the 2nd string. So you have it. And then I drop these two down to B flat, A flat, D, and E. Or B flat, G sharp, D, E. So this is just like a regular E7 chord, but instead of that note, we're putting the flat 5 of the chord in the bass, right? So I'm gonna go like, okay? So first 4 chords, first 4 bars. Now you can play those also in the first position. Now, so second bar, which would be, it says A7, sharp 5 or flat 9, or it has a parenthesis that says B flat minor 6. So we had learned this chord earlier, which was open A, G on the 4th string 5th fret, C sharp here, and then E sharp or F. So inside 4 would be like this. Or you can put the B flat in the bass. That chord and that chord are essentially the same. So when you see a chord in parentheses, it's essentially telling you like, look, this is the hipper chord to play. So don't play the chord down below, play the chord in parentheses if you want to sound cool. All right, so we have D minor 7 over C. We have B flat half diminished, E7 over B flat. Then we have B flat minor 6th, and then D minor 9, and then a quick 2-5. So E minor 7 flat 5, A7 sharp 5, right? And then it goes back to D minor in measure 9, 3rd system down. Now we're going to have a 2-5 to the key of A minor. So it says B minor 7 flat 5, E7, A minor. So in the first position, you could play it like this. Which are great chords. Or you can play them here, right? This would be 7, 7, 7, 6. So you'd have B, A, D, F, and then these 3 fingers now move down. The pinky stays right where it is on the D note, but now you have a B flat, G sharp, D, and an E. This is an E7 chord, but it has the flat 5 in the bass. Right? Musica Diablo. And then it goes to A minor. Now remember, like I said, there's a whole 2 bars on A minor. So usually when you have a chord that stays on the same harmony, you do some kind of fill. Now in this case, I'm gonna kind of outline, I'm gonna drop this note. I'm gonna play this little note, so going from A to G sharp to G to F sharp, right? Sorry, I went 9. So we have this. major 7th. So we have B flat, F, A, D, and then B flat minor, B flat 6. So now I'm going to just play the 3rd string open. Now A7, flat 9. All right, so that's like that flamenco chord we play. So, B flat minor 6, D minor, E minor 7, sharp, A7, D minor, B minor 7, E7 to A minor, B flat major 7.